Well, today it is an exciting day here in the Hollow because it's the first time that we've gotten our hands on some raw organic milk. I know consuming raw milk right now is a very controversial type of topic, but just know that you do you, we're gonna do us, and we know the health benefits, we also know the risks, and we also know the farmer, so it makes it a lot easier to know that what we're getting is fresh, it's healthy, it's gonna have a lot more nutrients and the health benefits from like the good live bacteria that is in here to help with digesting the milk for our family. So I'm really excited, and this is the first time, so I wanted to videotape it and show you as well, because you're never too old to learn something new. I'm really gonna enjoy just experimenting with the raw milk and also tasting it, because we haven't actually had any raw milk yet, but I know that people have said that one, it's really delicious and that you won't go back to regular store-bought milk, and then two, that when you're starting on raw milk, that it is a good idea to just kind of slowly ease into it. So like anything that is like more natural, your body's not used to it, you don't want to like jump in too fast. You want your body to just kind of get accustomed to the new bacteria that is being introduced into your system. So I, disclaimer, I am not an expert. I am not a medical professional or anything like that. I'm just sharing my opinion and what we're doing for our family. So obviously make sure to be safe, do your own research, and get the information that you need to make the best decision for your family. One of our friends have a cow that just calved, and so they have some fresh, raw organic milk. And this is the first time in our area that we have had access to raw milk. So I'm really excited to just kind of play around with the milk that I get. I'm not going to buy a whole bunch of gallons until I get used to making these dairy products here at home. But today we're going to be making some easy butter. Now, I've made butter before in the past with just regular cream, but not with the raw stuff. So I'm really excited to see how it works and how it goes and how my family likes it. There are several ways to make butter at home. You can use just a regular quart-sized jar like this. This is just a mason jar with a lid, and then this is really fun for the littles. You can have them just kind of shake it and take turns. We actually did this when our littles were very little, and now they're teenagers. But our younger kids, they didn't get to do this, so they're really excited to help out. The other way is to use your blender. You can use a food processor. You can also use your stand mixer, or you can also use like the old style paddles with the crock. I've also seen the ones where it looks like a jar like this, and then it has a paddle in there with a little lid, and then it has like a little lever or a crank mechanism that you can use to mix the cream up until you get butter. So it's really simple, and it's been a while since I've made butter, but we're gonna show you how to do it. If you haven't seen someone make butter before, this may be very surprising to you how easy it is. I just have the mason jar, quart size. I also have a 1/3 cup, measuring cup, and then you can see here how the cream has been separated from the milk. So it all is just kind of on the top. So I'm just gonna skim that off and then put it in here. There's so many things that you can make. I'm going to be making some buttermilk. I'm going to be making some mozzarella cheese. And then I think that's probably enough. And I'm also going to be hopefully making some farmer cheese as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just put the lid on I'm going to get the littles and they're going to have a little shaking party, and we're gonna have butter in about, I don't know, 30 minutes, we'll see. Our niece got married and she had some really beautiful centerpieces, and of course since it's fall, she had some really beautiful colors. I'm not even sure what kind of plant these are. Some of them are magnolia, I do know that. There's some kind of an evergreen or little green stems, and they were so pretty, and my sister-in-law ended up with over probably 15 of them. Eventually they're going to start wilting and then also dying and losing their color. So I thought it would be fun to bring some home and then try to make a wreath or two and see if we can maybe keep them living a little bit longer and enjoy them a little longer. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the leaves that still look good, I'm going to remove those, and then I'm going to just kind of sort it, and then from there I will make my little bunches. And I love making wreaths. They're really easy to do. There is a lady, I'm not sure what her name is, but she is Garden Answers, I think is what her channel is called, and she makes the most beautiful wreaths, and she makes it look so simple. And a lot of times she'll go out to her yard and just pick or cut some plants and tree leaves and berries and make the most beautiful arrangements for wreaths. So, ooh, that just pricked me. So be very careful when you're doing that, that hurts. So I'm just going to use what I have. If you don't have this, maybe you can also use string, but it is nice that this kind of bends and then stays in place. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to, well actually I'm not sure if I can, oh yep, I can. I just removed the little metal pieces here, which is kind of nice. It makes it easier for them, the florists, to poke into the foam. I guess it's called the floral foam maybe. They put water on it and then it's like a sponge, and they soak it in water, and then that will keep your arrangement nicer for longer. What I like about this mini DIY is that we're using some items that would have just basically lasted a little while longer. I ended up removing the magnolia leaves because it just didn't look really good, but this is the finished product, and all I did was at the end I just cut the wire and then I tucked it in itself and then I tied it off. And so I may add a little more on some of the areas that may seem a little bald, but I like the way that it looks so far.